weekend of hockey here in Botany. Games between the Canterbury Red Devils and Botany Swarm. So far, both teams have been pretty competitive. The Red Devils coming off 2 wins last weekend, and Swarm unfortunately going down to the Stampede in both games. We'll just come to you a little bit early here because we have a ceremonial puck drop about to happen with leader of the National Party, Christopher Luxon, dressed in the Swarm attire on the other side of the ice. So get ready for that. Yeah, welcome along, folks. Christopher Luxon getting set here now to come out for the puck drop. I'm Hamish Lewis, along here with Ian Wanamaker for this game tonight between the Swarm and the Red Devils.
Kia ora whanau. Yes, we do have a special guest out on the ice tonight. National Party leader in the local Botany area. That's something quite unique.
Local electorate.
Donning a Botany Swarm sweater.
I know, I was just saying, it's controversial, isn't it? Because he's a Canterbury man at heart. But I guess it's the electorate. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Let's see how he goes with walking on that ice. He's doing pretty well for himself.
Yeah.
So he's pretty.
Still a couple of meters
pretty
away.
well-built, stable man.
The last few meters is where it goes wrong, but no,
He's there. He's across safely. So that's You always have a look. No one was really escorting him over. You see anyone who's
it's a
bit
short on carpet here in Botany as well. I see that.
Hey, well, there's got to be a local retail somewhere out there that's got a couple of extra pieces.
You think so? Yeah.
Somebody's just redone the garage maybe, and come on, like get the scissors
get some
out.
AstroTurf from Bunnings. Something like that. Anyway, so you were saying earlier the Swarm 2 losses last weekend to the Stampede. Fairly close, though, the scores. And the Red Devils, a couple of close games. The Admirals came away with 2 wins.
Yeah, 2 overtime wins. Overtime getting it done down in Canterbury with the OT hero. Well, that's someone who's always involved in the score sheet being Christopher Eden.
Yeah.
A man that has over 400 NZIHL points.
And he did on his 200th game too, wasn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. So he's averaging over 2 points a game. He's been a long-serving player and definitely keeping an impact. And a first-time hat trick for Matheson Graham.
For who?
Matheson Graham,
was it? Yeah.
young fella in Canterbury.
Yeah.
Got 3 goals in one of those games.
So
Canterbury looking to make 5 on the trot here.
Yeah, they're looking good so far this season. Just saying to Anatoly Korosov there before the game how they've been playing well, and he's like, well, it's only early days. So, yeah, but it's better than you did last year already, isn't it? So
yeah, that's true. So, hey, this game tonight has some playoff ramifications, folks, so stay tuned to this live YouTube stream that we've got on offer here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. Fighting for that, looks like 2nd and 3rd playoff spot.
Right, yeah.
Because the first place team gets an automatic bye through to the final, and then the 2nd and 3rd will play off.
And we're already at the stage where it's cutting down for that.
Well, it's just looking ahead because Botany has already played both their Alcan rounds, and they split those. So these games become even more crucial.
Yeah. Well, the Swarm here now taking the puck out of the zone. And good back check in there from Anton Purver. Oh, no, sorry, it wasn't Anton Purver. It's Joe Orr. Gets a nice pass up. Leaves it off Eden, but well read there by there's Carl Jonsson. Good D there from Canterbury defenseman. Gets it across the ice. Lost by his partner, though. Some aggressive forechecking from the Swarm. Is that Kozak? I'm getting used to the numbers here.
That was Thula, left-hand shot from the point who snuck in there a little bit. Gavin Puckett with it now.
So Thula again puts it down low to Mawson. Can't mistake him with that long flowing locks there. And Eden now just looks to clear the zone. Comes as far as Andy Hay. Looking to get it straight back up to Mawson. His pass comes off the skate. But Polozov takes it away from the Canterbury defense. Dancing around in the corner. Well played by the defenseman so far. And his mate comes in to help him out.
Mawson getting harassed a little bit with the hook, but he managed to get it to Puckett, who gets a shot on goal. But the goaltender says, I'll take that. A little bit of a weak one.
Yeah, walking right out in front there is good stick play from the Red Devils to negate that scoring chance.
Yeah, anytime you see Alexander Polozov out on the ice, it kind of reminds me a bit of a water bug. The way he just stops and goes back the other way, and it turns and twists. You never know what he's going to do. Even when I was playing, he was on my own line. It was kind of a mystery. Like, you never really know what you're going to get.
Yeah, I bet. You never know what you're going to get when you're defending him too. Hard one. I guess you got to just stand there and let him burst off a bit of energy first, and then 1, 2, 3.
You have to get taught to watch the hips. And a lot of your movement comes from the hips, especially for ice hockey.
So they Swarm now with the puck behind the net with Vortanov. He cycles it back, but his teammate can't control the puck, so it's dumped around the boards. The Red Devils. Unfortunately, Vortanov was there to collect that. Long shot in, easily taken care of by the goaltender. Rebound straight into the breadbasket of the Canterbury goaltender.
Yeah, starting goaltender for the Canterbury Red Devils is number 91, Timothy Carey. I was informed by Mr. Tappan Gap himself, Graham Tappan. There's a jersey update with number 36. One of his 2 sons playing is Tom Tappan. It's wearing a Doig jersey. So if you see Doig on the back, it is actually Mr. Tom Tappan and his brother Luke wearing number 22 for the Red Devils.
There you go. I thought I saw Tom Tappan on the Swarm list.
Oh, that might be it. Let me just verify that.
Perver now with the point, shot out to the point. Shot in is deflected and comes wide as the Swarm look to clear, but Dan Nichols holds it in at the blue line. His shot in is wide.
You are correct, sir.
Yeah.
He is wearing 36 for the Swarm. So two brothers going head-to-head here on opposite NZIHL teams. Not sure how often that has happened in NZIHL history.
Yeah, it happened probably a few times with the Frere brothers, but I can't think of any other combinations.
You got the Kennedy brothers playing together, formerly for the Red Devils, now with the West Auckland Admirals.
Hopkinson throws the puck in deep again as the Red Devils go for a change. Comes out to Apps. He can't control it. Andy Hay. Oh, looks like it might have just crossed over the blue line there.
So Andy Hay gets called for the offside. It looked like he possibly held that puck in. We don't have the eagle eyes like some of the lines person people do, and they are on that ice level, and they have a very good vantage point.
I'm sure if it was in, Andy would have been throwing his hands up in the air a bit more than that.
But he is a captain, and captains behave with integrity. Hamish, as you well know, being an former assistant captain of the Red Devils in the last year, and captain. Yeah. And winning a championship in 2 of the, 6 years that you played in the NZIHL?
Yeah, I can't remember how many years I was there in total, but yeah, 2 eventually. Had to come back and just help the boys get back on track in 2012.
Oh, as Eden just has a nice little break there. It doesn't quite get over Grace's shoulder.
Apps throws it down, but picked off easily by the Swarm as Kozak now comes around the back looking for the centering pass, but well tied up by the Red Devils players. Kozak gets the puck again in the zone. Looking to cycle, coming in to the centre again. Puck deflects behind the net. And the Red Devils finally chip it out of the zone.
That will be tapping there. That's Tom.
Oh, yeah. He looks like a tapping. There's Polozov now at the right wing. Does a little shimmy shake. Still has the puck around behind the net. Leaves it back for Mawson. Mawson now looking to get a sharp angle shot, and it just goes straight across the goal mouth. Mawson playing forward now. It looks like he's normally a defensive position, isn't he?
He covers a lot of ground. You can't miss him out there. He's a big unit.
And puck gets taken off. Mawson on the boards by the Red Devils as they come up ice now, looking past the centre. Good pack check in there from Kozak, but they still managed to get a shot away. As Polozov with the puck back for his defenseman, who's battling and down low to gain control. Now the Swarm will skate it out. Pass into the neutral zone is picked off by the Red Devils.
This team makes some changes.
Dan Nichols with the centering pass, and it's just thrown in on net as Red Devils will go for a change up as well. Ollie Hay out to Vortenov. Vortenov with no options, goes cross ice. The Swarm bring it up ice, but taken off them by the Red Devils as they look to clear the zone, but straight around the boards to Vortenov. Dallymore now. Centering pass goes all the way down into the zone, and the Swarm have it with Sandoy. Sandoy chips it up to Vortenov. Looking back for Sandoy, he gets it again into the Red Devils zone, looking for the centering shots.
Right into the logo, the RD logo of the Canterbury Tender.
I have to say, I quite like these new Swarm jerseys too. First time seeing them tonight for me.
Oh, very good. They are quite sharp. Bit of the old school reference, kind of very simplistic design, but the Swarm diagonally written down the front of the chest.
First time they've changed the jerseys, is it?
Would be the second time. The only time they had made that a change was when they were called the South Auckland Swarm, when they first came into the NZIHL.
Yeah.
And then it was a name change. I don't know if that significantly impacted on the jersey, but there was an alteration, very slight.
Yeah. But they've majority stuck with the same design as Here they have it. Andy Hay around the D-man. And
what a move by Andrew, deking around the defenseman, putting on some highlight jets.
Where did those wheels come from? But it's a good save by Canterbury goaltender. Just stuck the leg out there. Johnson now brings it back into the zone. Centering pass. He finds his man shot with Richie Hopkinson just off the shoulder. And they still have it now down low. This is where the Swarm are dangerous. Round behind the net. They're looking for the centering passes. Johnson can't find his man. He gets it back though. Goes in and just really relaxed control there from the goaltender. Sorry, forgetting the name here. Carey.
Yeah, it's Tim Carey. He's made a couple of nice blocker saves there and then decided one of them went off his stick and held on. When there's the next break, I'm going to ask you to explain to the viewers out there a shimmy shake. Love that.
Shimmy shake. Yeah, we did that wee goose step he did there. You see that? It's a nice bit
sure.
there.
Yeah. It could be a foreign term for some people. As Polozov, excuse me. Oh, has a deflection off some after Saisho's stick, and that hits into the netting just above the glass, and we'll have a face-off inside the Canterbury Red Devils zone. Shimmy shake, goose step, lots of terms.
Yeah, I suppose the goose step's a Kiwi one too, isn't it? You know, the old, can't really describe it. You got to kind of.
I get what it is, but yeah. You know what? I'd love for you to show it. That'd
trying
be
to
awesome.
describe it for the viewers.
Do you need a warm up?
Yeah, I probably do. Not as.
Don't want you to pull a hammy or
anything. Here we go. Red Devils up the centre. Got through the defenseman. They couldn't get a shot off.
That will result in a penalty. That pressure, the 2-on-2 that Saisho and his winger that broke through for a moment looked like Brown.
Yeah, some good pace here from Saisho. Graham is the winger.
Good to see that Saisho's broken away from his old visor that he used to wear. Very recognizable bright white.
White
now he's
visor?
wearing, well, no, not a visor. It was cage, I should say. Full
right,
cage.
Right.
Now wearing a visor.
Just come of age, maybe, has he?
That could be it. Sporting a nice upper lip sweater.
So the Red
One-time
Devils
shot.
Get a power play here. As the puck's in down low. Perver just run into by Andy Hay, so can't control it, and Hay sends it all the way down the ice. His Tappan will come back to collect. Taking his time behind the net.
And Perver's just set a record, hasn't he, with his, is it 200th or is it 150th? He's up there with the amount of games played.
200 games,
200.
yeah. I think him and Eden both last weekend, 200 games.
Great accomplishment for Mr. Perver.
Yeah, Anton's been around in the team, I don't know, since I can remember, really.
As Grace holds on as the puck gets swallowed up and a bit of a cluster forms in front of the net. So you would have played alongside with Anton. I played against him for many years, being a centerman, and
he's
quite consistent.
Pretty good on the face-offs. He's stuck with the team for a long time and might not have always got much ice time or been in the starting lineup necessarily, but he just loves the game and loves the team, loves to be a part of it and everything. So it's a great asset to have on the team. As the Swarm clear the zone again. Dan Nichols gloves it down and goes to skate out, just losing control of it slightly. Gets it off to Orr. Orr back to Graham. Is it Graham? No. And anyway, the Botany Swarm swing it back down the other way. As Kozak putting a bit of pressure on Nichols.
No, that's Puckett. Puckett's 27,
Puckett,
Kozak's 28.
Sorry, I'm getting the beards.
He's a new fella, Puckett. Well, relatively new on the Swarm.
And the beards confused there. As Eden now looking to skate it back up. Leaves off Nichols. Nichols will dump it in.
Distinctive skating style that he has.
Yeah. Can get some pace though, Dan.
He is a big man as well. Well over 6 foot.
And Eden now. Cross ice to Apps. Apps finds Orr in centre ice. He shoots low. Easily handled there by the... Sorry, is that...
Grace Harrison.
Grace is Grace in that, yeah.
Actually, the other the goaltender, Matt Kennedy, is away overseas.
He's back. No, he's back.
Is he back now? Okay,
yeah,
so he was away for a while, so welcome back, Matt.
Playing tomorrow. But he thinks he might be a little bit out of form, potentially. Chris Eden now. And the Red Devils send it across ice, back full strength.
Nothing coming on that Devils power play.
No,
maybe about 3 shots on net, 2 shots.
Yeah, they didn't really get in the zone much, did they? Swarm doing quite a good job of keeping it, sending it down ice and then putting a bit of pressure on the D as they were breaking out. So, good PK from the Swarm.
Yeah, the Swarm successful in their penalty kill of the Canterbury Red Devils power play as we just tick over the halfway point of the first period action. Shots on goal for the Swarm, 9, 6 for the Red Devils. Just a bit of a surprise after a power play. You'd expect their shots to total up a little higher.
Yeah. Sandoy behind the net. Looks for someone, but can't find anyone. It goes all the way down the ice. This will be icing, potentially. Yes, it is.
But a little too much extra underneath that pass. It was a bit of a saucer pass, meaning that it wasn't sliding directly along the ice. It was put above the ice, I guess, surface, and then floating in the air.
Flying
Not
saucer.
able to. There you go. That's the reference. Hey, see? That's what makes a great commentary team when on the same page. Unfortunately for the Swarm, that puck did not reach any intended target and went all the way down the ice for an icing.
Didn't have enough sauce on it. So Sandoy again now with it. Looks to skate it this time. Brings it into the Red Devils zone. Leaves it off for his teammate, but the shot was blocked. As the Red Devils come back the other way. Send it down into the corner. They have a man up in the slot, but can't get the puck there. So heads back into the corner. Red Devils lose control now as the Swarm come back the other way. Vortenov now crosses the blue. He whiffs on his shot. Dan Nichols can't quite clear the zone though, as the Swarm still have it. Sending it back. Oh, Vortenov had a stick on the ice. It could have been dangerous there. Saisho didn't see the puck coming. Saisho now regains it and centers it up. That's Graham on the other side. He's going to get a shot. Easily handled by Harrison.
She was out very well to cut off the angle and prevent any
no whistle there.
Short side shot in the goal.
Swarm just wrapped that around the boards. Comes all the way out to Eden. Eden with a couple of steps. Avoids his man. Ollie Hay coming after him. Oh. Doing a good job of protecting the puck around the... Oh, Polozov. Persistent though, isn't he? Can't count him out.
2 3-on-1 forming here.
His Puckett shot low and goes wide off the goaltender. Apps gets out of the zone. Goes across now to Eden. Eden looking for options. He'll go for the shot and handled by the glove of Grace Harrison.
Ever dangerous, Mr. Chris Eden looking at that top shelf left-hand corner side where Grace's glove was there to meet it.
Yeah.
Eden looking with the head up the whole way, seeing where he was going to shoot it. Elected to go glove. Grace read it very well.
Yeah. That's where he got that overtime winner last weekend was top shelf.
He did. He beat Dustin Daigle in that corner position, fought off his check, came and saw that Chaba was off the post, put it right upstairs on that corner side.
Sent the bottle for a bit of a flight.
So you got to be paying attention again when that man is on the ice. Needless to say, overtime, he performs in the big moments.
Yeah, it can be clutch for sure. Yeah, it was a bit. I think it was about the face-off dot though, wasn't it? A bit lower down, but closer than that. Let it rip.
So Canterbury Red Devils looking to possibly continue on this train roll that they are on. They are on an absolute tear for having 4 wins in a row. Botany needing some big points to creep up on the NZIHL table.
Yeah, it'll be a crucial weekend for Botany, won't it? To get some more points on the board. Dallimore now takes over the blue. The Swarm defenseman just loses his footing as shot from Dallimore, but Red Devils player on the other side goes crashing into the net. And we're going to get an interference call, though, I think.
That is correct. So that was the Red Devils player didn't go in there on by accident. It was certainly what looked like a purposeful play as Dodwell was taken down, number 95.
And I think that was Tom Tappan there, the number 36.
Tappan trying to get, maybe he got into a poor defensive position where that man was behind him, looking like he was going to have a possible tap into the goal, and he sorry, Tom, and he upended him.
Just took the penalty route.
His brother is out there on the Red Devils power play, looking to capitalize.
Yeah, apps now for Eden. Red Devils looking to improve on the last power play session. Couple of passes not making contact just yet, but we've got it under control now. Oh, just intercepted though by the Swarm, and they send it up. Oh, just out of reach of Jonsson. As Carey now sends it back up the ice, but it bounces over the stick of Apps and goes all the way down to the corner. That'll be icing.
Yeah, so potential penalty kill breakaway for Botany Swarm with successful penalty killers with Richie Hopkinson and
Carl
Jonsson.
Yeah, it was a good look up from Richie, but it was just a bit out of Carl's reach.
It was the Red Devils setting up on, looked like it was an umbrella power play, trying to get the puck directly from one wing to the other, but the penalty killers for the Swarm read that well and took it away.
Sure did, as Ollie Hay now wraps it down behind the net. So Apps will collect that on the other side. As the other Tappan, I think it is, brings it out of the zone. Oh, it looked like he was getting a bit of stick action from Polozov, but referees didn't call anything on that. Eden seals it down behind the net. Looking up ice. No options, so he leaves it off for Orr on the wing. Orr puts it behind the net. Easily handled there by Sandoy, but I think he's stick checked there by Eden slightly. And Polozov now battling with no call there. I think the Red Devils were hoping for a tripping penalty.
Does it look like, was that Apps that got taken out? He's laboring, he's going to the bench a little bit gingerly. I hope he's okay.
Eden screaming for the puck, but Sasha didn't see him. It's Graham now. It's taken off the puck by Puckett. Sasha collects it in the, doing well down there to stay away from the D-man, gets it up high. Finally across to Dallymore. Can they get a shot on? No, they can't. Don't think we've had one yet on this power play, and it just ends. Looking across for Dallymore, deflects off Hopkinson's stick. Perver now has it in the corner. Red Devils still playing a power play set up, and Perver
taps it home.
Great pass from the point there from number 8, Brown. Good heads-up play to see Anton. He wasn't exactly wide open either. He had someone right on him, but he good strong stick and just put it in the wide open net as Grace, I think, was expecting the shot from the point.
Yeah, it was really good work by that winger for Canterbury who fought off the defensive player from the Swarm, basically pushed off and moved him away, separating, giving him a little bit of space, having that lane open up with that pass coming through, and basically had a tap in.
Yeah, it was a nice play there. It was just after the power play as well. They were still playing a power play setup too, and I think all the Swarm players were all quite centralised. Anyway, Admirals go one up. Red Devils go one up.
Hopefully there are some Admirals watching the game. They probably want to know what's going to be happening. But they won't be watching the game. They'll be playing their own game against Dunedin. The Phoenix Thunder.
Oh, yeah, they will be playing again tonight.
That's
good win last night for them.
Yeah,
6-2.
They had a 6-2 win.
Bouncer in on Grace Harrison. Handled easily. The game's usually early down in Dunedin, aren't they? Or are they late now?
I believe they still do the Friday night game, a Friday-Saturday game, and then they come back up to Auckland on the Sunday.
Yeah.
I believe the Stampedes still have that format unless they play on a Saturday-Sunday. I think Dunedin is the only one that does the Friday and the Saturday. Something to do with the flights.
All right.
Potentially.
Yeah, not many out of. Airport's a long way away as well, isn't it? Dallymore takes the puck off, but Swarm gain it back. So get a long, easy shot on net. Red Devils bring it back the other way, just clear the zone. Bortonov Just looking for his options. Skates up the middle. Taken away from him as he takes it back. Hopkinson into the zone, but bought the puck. It's just ping-ponging around here a bit. What do we have there? An offside.
Yeah, the Swarm just out of sorts, not able to get through that neutral zone. The neutral zone being the area in between the two blue lines, where at present there's going to be a face-off by the lines person at the dot that's just outside of the blue line for the Red Devils. But you're right, there was a bit of ping-ponging. The Red Devil player stopped it, then the Swarm got it, couldn't get back over the line. Somebody's got to have control of that puck.
So Dan Nichols now clears the zone up to Hopkinson. Oh, sorry, Ollie Hay. As Bradley Apps now collects it. Looks to go back to Dan Nichols. Not many options opening up. He bounces off the boards for Eden. Eden just kind of left it, trying to get around Ollie Hay, but Ollie Hay read that well. Takes that puck in deep. Runs over Nichols in the corner. Still has it. Ollie Hay. He's a strong player. As the Red Devils now coming up the ice, just out of reach of Eden. Looks to the centre pass, and well picked up there from, is that Puckett? Back checking. Cross ice now, Johnson back the other way. He's looking to the centre. The pass was a bit late though, and the Red Devils were all there by that stage. There's Mawson. Looks down low for Johnson. He was all on his own, but couldn't get it to him. Andy Hay now with the shot in, and
they score! Johnson on the rebound, collecting the rebound from Andy Hay with a floating wrist shot that was not handled cleanly by Carey.
Just sat out in front of him, didn't he? He didn't really dive on it, and Johnson
just left it there.
Yeah, Johnson just there, pounces on the puck, and ties the game up for the Swarm.
So if you are watching on that YouTube live stream and you go back maybe 15 seconds from present moment, you will have that shot from that left-hand point from Andy Hay. Comes off of Tim Carey, and then Johnson streaks in, pretty much uncontested.
Yeah.
And fires it home.
Well, where the D were, they should have been clearing that puck out of the way as well.
So we've got a tie hockey game. 2 minutes, 54 seconds remaining in this first period.
Always close games between the Swarm. Well, usually the close games between the Swarm and the Red Devils. So there's been a bit of a rivalry over the year, hasn't it, Ian?
Absolutely.
Yes.
We can talk more about that during the break. Can't wait.
As the Swarm now, a bit revitalised it seems. A bit more energy in the step, but that passes away from the defenseman, goes all the way back down to Harrison. She just leaves off for the D-man. His pass intercepted Polozov. Bit of miscommunication between the players. Cross-ice pass now to Polozov. Almost out of his reach. Mawson puts it down to the corner. Polozov's looking to step out. Gets it back to Mawson. He's dancing around in the corner. Getting some free space. And that one just off the blocker of Carey. Bounces out for Dallimore. Dallimore cross ice. Deflected in deep. Good play there from the Red Devils player. And Dallimore. Yeah, it's good play there from, I'm not sure what.
The referee's got his hand up. We've got another call, a hooking penalty. Looks like it is going to be going to possibly the Red Devils here. Not sure how that eventuated.
Nicky Dodwell. He did well on the blue line there when he got that puck because they had a D-man right on him. Just put it into the corner and chased after it, but didn't see what they call. Was it a cross-check maybe?
It was a hooking penalty, so it looked like he got the stick in the mid-region of the Swarm player and held on for possibly a little too long for the referee's liking. The referee definitely stamping their mark on this game fairly early with some good consistent calling.
Yeah.
Not tolerating anything after the whistle or during play.
That's all we ask, isn't it? Good consistency from the referees.
Swarm quick shot here on their power play. Carey stops that well and holds on for a face-off.
Yeah, first power play of the game here for the Swarm.
2 minutes for hockey.
We'll see this period out with the power play unless there's a goal scored.
So 1 minute 30 in the first period, 1-1 hockey game. Swarm looking possibly to get a 2-1 scoreline to head into this first intermission break.
So Kozak gets it back to Sandoy. Sandoy's looking for a shot, I think. No, decided against it. Goes to Hopkinson. Now he winds up, deflected in front off the Red Devil player, and Carey just covers that one up easily.
They're giving Remy an off, also known as the new Wayne Gretzky, according to Mr. Kennedy.
Okay.
An awful lot of space in that top right-hand side of the power play. Like the box, the left-hand side for the winger of the Red Devils did not contest Remy's shot.
Yeah.
And he was a little surprised there. He had so much room, and he elected to pass back to Polozov.
And probably it'd be a thing of the Red Devils, again, this is a bigger ice than what they're used to playing on, so there's a lot more room from the top of the circle to the blue line than there would be in Christchurch, so they might be sticking to what they're used to and thinking they got more room to the D-man.
Yeah, have to make some adjustments in game. That's definitely tough. But as a former Botany Swarm manager, Mr. Andy Guest used to tell me, just put that little black thing in the net.
That's the
It's
one.
as simple as that.
Andy Hay now. They're very collapsed, though, the Red Devils in their box formation. As Chris Eden trying to put a bit of pressure on Tula now, but leaves it off, and Bordenov gets a good shot off. Oh, and Mawson looking to step out, but gets it up to Bordenov. Bordenov skating in. I think he was trying to find Polozov on the other side, but couldn't connect.
15 seconds now remaining in the period.
Bordenov off for Hay. Oh, Andy Hay's pass intercepted by Eden, but can't quite regain it as Thula gets it for Bordenov. Bordenov now shot, deflects in front.
There's a big block by number 9 there. Looks, that must have been Brown. Is that Brown number 9? No, that's not Brown. Or excuse me, Joe. Excuse me, yeah. It's often hard to recognize him being in a Red Devils jersey, playing for Dunedin for quite a long time.
Yeah, that's right. So that'll do it for the first period, folks. 1-1 game. Shots 17 to the Swarm, 11 for the Red Devils. It's been pretty even back and forth with the action, and Swarm looking a bit dangerous here on this power play, though. So they got only about 17 seconds left when they come back.
That is true. They have 17 seconds left in that power play. You'll see a 5-on-4 situation. But if you are sticking with us in that live stream, you may have a chance to see someone shooting to win, as there is a shot from center ice. And usually they select 2 or 3 fans, and they go onto the ice rink.
There's a massive $100 bill
note there. Wow, so that's a chance to win $100 just to shoot the puck into the goal.
Do you think they'll accept that one down at the local bar, that bill? Or?
My cash still is king as currency. So let's see, donning an ice black jersey as well. That is fantastic.
Number 2.
Bert Haynes' old number.
Yeah, I was trying to think who else.
A little
who
bit
I used
wide.
to play with at number 2? Bertie.
I think he was 2. I'll have to double check that.
I forget the guy's name right now off the top of my head. Former captain of the Ice Blacks when I was younger.
A little bit
from
classy.
Auckland. Who's defenseman from Auckland.
Corey Down?
I don't know if Corey was. No, he's 8.
Oh, he's got it! There, we've got it right down the middle, and he's got a big crowd. That's the loudest cheer you've heard tonight, folks. Botany.
Just took a couple of shots there, just
bit of a warm-up.
Sends her up. He had a bit of a hook on the first one, bit of a slice on the second one, and then he just...
he steadied himself, didn't fall down on the ice, and good on him. You will definitely want to go and see that man. He's just won himself $100, so could be worthwhile. We will take a short break here, and we'll be right back with NZIHL action. Stay tuned. Kia ora whanau, welcome back to the Hive here in Botany, Avondale, Aotearoa, New Zealand. I am Ian Wanamaker alongside Hamish Lewis. Second period action, but to get underway here. Hamish, what are we looking at?
We got a power play still now for 17 seconds for the Swarm. Game tied, 1-1. So let's see if they can do something here quickly. Remy Sandoy, though, just coming back with the puck, leaves it off for Ollie Hay. Ollie Hay will bring it into the zone. Takes a tight angle shot, just goes behind the goal as Red Devils are now back to full strength. Dan Nichols fires up the boards but doesn't get past Mawson. Polozov taking the puck into the corner. Gets around Nichols. Turns back. Looking for options. He gets up high to Ollie Hay. Floats one in and Mawson for the rebound again. It seems to be a bit of a tactic there. They might be trying the Swarm, just kind of floating the puck into Carey for getting that rebound.
It did work for them on that on their first goal,
yeah.
So if it's not broken.
Nichols got a bit of pressure there from Hopkinson as Eden steps in to clear the zone, but Abs couldn't hold on to the puck. Oh, Abs
lays right into Thuler.
Yeah. Hopkinson now looking to clear, but he can't get it past the D-man. As Kozak will go back behind the net there for Andy Hay. Andy Hay shoots it up ice, but sent back in by Tappan for the Red Devils, that is. And Eden, puck taken away from him. Although gets a shot off, easily handled by Harrison. Thielen now in a bit of a battle with Apps on the boards as he kicks it out. Again, puck deflected wide by Harrison. Kozak now with the puck on the sideboards. Sends it up for Hopkinson, just off his stick. As Thula looking to step in, but he doesn't take his man, and the Red Devils get a shot on net.
That was a shimmy shake fake hit.
Yeah.
He just kind of looked like he was going to hit him, and then he just left him.
Was he?
He just kind of changed his mind last minute.
Looked like it, didn't it?
I'm not going to hit him. Just going to let him go. Oh, great shot there. Good save by Grace on the shoulder. And another one again. Red Devils peppering the Swarm here, forcing the Swarm to ice the puck.
Good thing Thula was standing right there too, because Saisho was about to pounce on that puck.
And you can see both Swarm defenders, Andy Hay and Thuler, got their stick on the hips. A clear sign, indication that they are gassed or out of gas.
Yeah.
That was a long shift and really reeling a little bit under that continual pressure from the Canterbury Red Devils.
Yeah, this kid looking to try and clear the zone, but it's kept on getting thrown back in to the centre there, didn't it? And
they'll possibly make a change now.
Yeah, they'll get a change.
Well, Apps did send Thuler down to the ice quite, I don't want to say easily, but swiftly.
Yeah, he just sort of stepped right
Kind
into
of surprised him a bit maybe and took him right down, so maybe knocked the wind out of him. Oh, that's a great set play off the face-off as the Red Devils look to have a quick shot.
And Hill now tapped that one past the D-man as he looks to the centre. He finds Vortenov. Vortenov's shot handled there by Carey. As Red Devils tap it out of the zone. It's been chased down hard there by Graham, I believe. And
he's playing with a lot more confidence, Graham. Maybe that 3-goal performance has really boosted his playing. He's got to be feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's with a lot of the younger players when they step into this league, they're not sure if they can play with the guys, and you get a performance like that, you know, okay, yeah, I can do it. There's a bit of a battle on the boards there, and it comes up high for Vortenov with a big slapper. It's handled by Carey. So Red Devils finally clear the zone. Sandoy almost loses the puck. He can't get around Purver. Purver will send that one in deep. Vortenov behind the net now with it. Sends it up but misses 2 of his men, and that's probably going to be icing. Yes, it will.
A little bit of an opportunity as a stretch pass there as both teams were making changes. Swarm had possession of the puck in their defensive zone. If the defender had a chance. It looked like he looked a little bit late to find a streaking Andrew Hay, who's been turning on the Jets tonight. He was well up in Chris Eden's normal office position by the other opposition team's blue line, but could not get that pass.
Yeah, I think Vordenov, he's been out there for a bit now, so he might have been a bit tired there. Just kind of a bit of a relaxed pass up the ice. And now the Swarm gain the zone. Andy Hay looking for more opportunities. It's down deep. And Eden now looking to seal things down. Gets it off for Tappan. Poked away from him. This trickles out of the zone as the Swarm now bring it back to Puckett, I believe. Cross ice to Tula. Polozov just jumping on the ice. I wasn't sure who he was jumping on for, but Tappan had come off. Andy Hay chips it past his man as the Swarm gain the zone. Down low looking for a centering pass, and it almost goes off the inside of Carey's leg there from Polozov. Andy Hay throwing it back into the corner. He's tapping now. Didn't know what he was doing with it really. Got run off the puck by Puckett. As Mawson now looking for someone. He finds Andy Hay.
Andy Hay with a goal. He will be absolutely stoked. What a one-time shot. I don't know if he got all of it, but it went in.
He got enough of it.
He
come in
did.
A long way from his position too. Right from the point all the way down to the opposite circle almost. And that one I think might have just gone over the, I don't know, went between the legs or over the leg.
Just over the left pad,
leg, yeah.
Just under the gloves. That's often a really tough spot for a goaltender to save is when it goes in that space.
Yeah.
As we see the Hay faithful, the Fano up in the stands celebrating with the Andrew Hay jersey and cheering him on. Great to see.
Yeah, so the Swarm now get the lead 2-1. Polozov sends it back in deep for Mawson. Mawson down there first to the puck, beats his man, steps out of behind the net too and gets a shot off.
So Canterbury, you're going to need to kind of reset a bit here and get back to their structure and compose themselves as the Swarm have got a bit of a, new step now with seeing their captain get a goal like that.
And if they keep their shifts down in the Swarm, they've got a couple of long ones there they got caught out on, but as they saw when they get some fresh legs out, they were dangerous. Kozak, who's run into. He's in a bit of a battle there, and the Red Devils do clear the zone. Sisho chasing down Sandoy and gets it off him. Leaves that one back for Graham. Centering pass is picked off by Ollie Hay. And now Kozak will bring it through the neutral zone. Looking the cross ice for Ollie Hay, but it deflects out to Jonsson. As Ollie Hay and Dan Nichols in a bit of a battle down low. As Sisho chips it out of the zone for Graham. He's got some space here, Graham. It might be best to take it. No, he goes for the drop pass. Off the post. That was number 93 for the Red Devils.
Hayden Bull with a great shot there. He's not happy. He missed a great opportunity on the post. Oh, it didn't go in.
Yeah. I was going to say it wasn't a good option, I thought, from Graham, but it almost pulled off with him. So, and now picked off by Dallymore. He's got some pace. Oh, just poked away from him by...
And we have a penalty. It was poked away, but it looked like Vordenov possibly a little bit stick happy.
Chasing behind him, getting the stick on him. It was a good, who's that there? Thula, was that Thula coming across or Puckett? 85.
That's Thula.
Yeah.
Puckett will be not serving the penalty. He'll be one of the penalty killers. Vordenov not too happy with that call. It was a 2-on-1 contest. It looked like he was the trailing back-checking player, but he got his stick in the hands region. If you do that and the referee does spot it, usually 9 times out of 10, it's going to get called now with anything that's directed on the hands to the puck carrier, resulting in a Canterbury power play.
Red Devils won the face-off, but Puckett was out there putting some pressure on and clears it out of the zone. Let's see if the Red Devils can do anything more with the power play this time around. As the floater from Apps was knocked down. He regained it though and sends it into the corner. Thula up the centre. Didn't quite find Polozov. His pocket now. I was going to say offside, but now Eden bursting back the other way. He's got Orr with him and just doesn't make use of that pass. Looked like he lost control of it slightly.
Swarm looking as to, on the penalty kill, looking to get a counter-attack going here as Andy Hay was streaking ahead. But Puckett elected to hold on that puck. Maybe he could have given that pass. Had an opportunity for Andy, but it went back the other way.
Yeah. Anyway, we got the Red Devils now getting it across to Saisho. Just loses it. He picks it up in the corner. Up for Graham. There's cross ice to Eden. Eden for Nichols, who winds up. Shot goes high.
Just missed.
Oh, they're looking to bounce it off the back of Harrison there, it looked like. And the Swarm will send it down the other end of the rink.
42 seconds remaining in this penalty to Robin Vordenov.
Nichols just waits for the troops to come back. He sends it up for Saisho. Saisho now into the zone, just pulls up. Up for Nichols. Nichols will probably go down low. Oh, and it was intended for someone else, but Purver got a stick on it. Another shot from the point on the Red Devils power play. Easily looked after by Harrison. Couple more shots.
Yeah.
Couple more shots on the power play for the Red Devils. Looking a bit more promising for them.
15 seconds remaining in this penalty. The score here is 2 to the Botany Swarm and 1 to the Canterbury Red Devils. 11 minutes, 40 seconds in the second period of this NZIHL ice hockey game here at the Hive, as it's known in Botany.
And puck comes out to Nichols now. He finds Dallymore with some space. Dallymore straight into Harrison.
Possibly looking for a screen, having a person in front of Grace Harrison to block her vision, but elected to shoot it still. And good, nice, hard wrist shot, but Grace's glove was there for it.
She came out to meet it as well. Did a good job there. As Purver didn't quite get that one, but it comes back to Nichols now. Nichols looking for is he going to shoot through some people? No, he doesn't. Graham with it. His shot's blocked as Vortenov's back on the ice. And good. Heads up there from the Swarm player, sends it up ice, and Vortenov collects. He takes down Dan Nichols as now the Red Devils come back the other way. Oh, just lost it over the blue line there by the Red Devils as Vortenov.
Back on the ice now for 5-on-5 action.
Thula behind the net, getting some pressure. He'll send that one back for Vortenov. Vortenov just floats it up. There's Commons now, looking to skate over the blue. Now he's run into.
Takes a heavy hip check, often not seen, but quite effective.
Yeah, well pulled off there by the Red Devils player. I think it was Orr. It was Orr now. Almost taken in the hip check himself by Vortenov. As the puck behind the net. Good work with Grace looking at that. Could see that pass coming. Is Orr now. Another hard shot. There's a man in front.
Good bit of play here, Hamish, with the last kind of 5-6 minutes of second period action. Both teams looking to get that next goal. But the Swarm at the moment are leading by 1 with a scoreline of 2-1 for all those viewers. And we do thank you for anyone watching this live stream broadcast. Feel free to give us any questions for Hamish and myself. We're more than happy to give them a look, answer any questions you have. This beautiful game that is being played all over the world, but here in Aotearoa, New Zealand.
Red Devils can't hold on to it at the blue as it just bobbles over the stick of the defenseman, and now they'll send that in deep. And Andy Hay behind the net. Good pressure from Joe Orr. Comes out in front. And that was Bradley Apps just banged that one and looked like it was low blocker side on Grace Harrison. Good pressure from Joe Orr down low there on Andy Hay. Coughs up the puck and found Bradley Apps all on his own.
So a very big moment in the game here to tie it up as Bradley Apps puts the scoreline equal with Canterbury, making it 2-2. Apps with a nice hard one-time shot from that great hard-working setup from Joseph Orr.
It always been putting a lot of pressure on the D-man lately. Is down there chasing them hard. And I think Andy looked like he just thought he had a bit more time than he did down there. So now Brown sends that one around the boards. As Ollie Hay collects it on the other side. He's got a man on him there. Flicks it up ice, but it goes to the Red Devils defenseman and tip in front. Another shot from the Red Devils.
The Swarm are reeling a little bit here as Red Devils notice they have an attacking moment. Keep that pressure up.
Swarm just really not able to clear the zone effectively at the moment. Well, in the last few minutes anyway, they haven't really been able to.
It's a little bit unusual, I must say, that the Swarm have put out their fourth line directly after getting scored on. That's an interesting coaching choice. But hey, you got to get them out there when they need to be out there and have some faith in your players.
Yeah. I mean, do you think the other guys might be a bit gassed? They've been out there too long, trying
Possibly.
to take too many
you
long shifts.
did mention the long shifts, so could be another message to the team saying, hey, come on.
Yeah. It's going to be offside here if they don't get out of the zone. And Dan Nichols' pass was behind his man. That's going to be icing.
So every coach out there has their different methods and methodologies and how do they approach the game. Like, I guess being a coach myself, I'm always watching with a coaching hat and offering another perspective. It's not necessarily the correct one. It's just that's the position we're in at the moment. We are commentating the game that we see and as we see it. So they may have some other purpose behind what's going on. And hopefully it does work out for them.
Yeah. I mean, you might have just had them scheduled to go out and thought, well, stick with that, eh? Stick with that.
Well, let's see if it works. There's 8 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second period. We're locked at 2, but there's another offside, so there's another stoppage. Possible message for the coach to say, hey, all right, this is what we got here as our strategy. Let's go and execute.
Yeah.
We've practiced this. We've been on a bit of a skid here in terms of Botany anyway, whereas the Red Devils are rolling red hot.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they just need a bit of a kick, don't they? The Swarm at the moment as Dallymore comes back the other way, can't find his man. Kozak runs into Graham, is it? No.
That's
Rees. Sorry. There's Kozak now. Comes back. Rees picks it up. He's got some wheels behind the net. Sends it up ice. And bounces over Dallymore's stick. And Hopkinson will come back. Straight up ice there to Jonsson. Not quite sure what to do with it there as Simon. Finally now he's got a puck again. He's got a few men around him. Still battling through though. And Jonsson tries to bat one out of midair. It does go towards the net. And the Red Devils clear the zone again. Ollie Hay looking for options. He's going to take it all the way in.
That's a definite hook by Joseph Orr. So Ollie
Yep.
has rewarded his team with a power play with some strong skating, challenging two Red Devils players there as the stick kind of got lodged in between.
It's stuck, yeah, and Orr just couldn't do much. He was trying to just show them, look, I'm not trying to do this. It's stuck there. Ollie might have tucked it under his wing as well, potentially, holding on to it, you know.
Yeah, anything to get
those little wee cheeky ones.
Yeah, he's an experienced player now, Ollie Hay. I remember when he first came into the league. In fact, having great leadership from his older brother, Andrew, and another older brother of his being Josh.
Yep.
So he has definitely seen an awful lot of hockey being played.
Yeah. Sure has. So Polozov now, Swarm with a power play. Yeah, the power play looked pretty good last time, so let's see if they can make use of it this time. Vortinov,
I had the goalie on the other side of the net. Didn't even see where that puck was.
Vortinov just
missed the
chipped
goal
it into the other corner. There was a defenseman there, though, in the way. Potentially might not have been able to get it, and they tried again. Looks like a wee move they've been practicing, Polozov and Vortinov.
Well, the Obs making a connection there. That's good effective use of the puck movement.
As Thula can't connect with Vortinov. Sandoy comes up to clean up. Mawson. Now skates over, he chips it across ice to Kozak. Kozak stops, looks up, winds up, shoots, and it goes wide. Bounces right back into the centre as Eden sends that one up, but Sandoy gets back there for it. He brings it up ice again. Sandoy down into the corner, looking to just set up here. Up high for Thula, I believe. And to Kozak. Sandoy moving the puck around, looking for some options. Sandoy behind the net. Maybe that's where he gets the old Gretzky of, what did you say, Gretzky of Niue, was it?
Niue and Gretzky, yeah.
Niue and Gretzky.
Puck's in front, still there. Hopkinson trying to get the rebound. Swarm still controlling.
Johnson can't find Sandoy. Thula down low. He's just out of the wheelhouse of Kozak to make good connection with that. If he had, I think that might have been another story. Hopkinson chips it in on net. Bounces wide, and finally Dan Nichols clears the zone.
That looks like that will kill the penalty. 3, 2, 1 seconds left, and then we are back to even strength. 5 on 5.
Good power play there from the Swarm. As they try to get that one in again, as Carey just kind of very relaxed there and
He's
looking after that.
quite calm back there. Just no urgency at all. Just really gets it back to himself, covers it up.
It takes a minute before he does it, though, doesn't he?
That is true.
Oh.
You like a calm goaltender in front and behind you, but I mean, if you have a
I'm
real
the-
attacking pressure, that's dangerous.
If I'm the defenseman, I'm
A bit nervous.
yeah,
eh?
like, "Oi,
What do you have to?
put your glove on that."
Yeah, just cover it up. Well, maybe he's got high level of trust and faith in his defensive units
Yeah.
that he is allowing that time.
Ollie Hay. Oh, we moved behind in through the legs. That was a
Flash
nice.
of brilliance there. That's an old like Pavel
Jeez.
Bure move.
Yeah.
Great burst of speed by Ollie Hay as he went around, and both Hayes tonight looking showing great flashes of brilliance with not
Yeah.
just speed but stick handling and shots on goal. But
Yeah.
Carey doing well to stop them. Well, Andy Hay has got one,
Yeah.
so he has broken through.
That was. I haven't seen anyone had the balls to do that here in NZIHL for a long time. A move like that. Possibly only Kovalev would have been the only one to try something like that in the past. Graham now looking across the centre. Puck goes wide and back out of the zone as Reese sends that back up. Red Devils gain the zone again with Graham. Finds Sosho. Sosho now just trips over the goal line. And the Swarm will bring that back up ice with Polozov. Offsides. Yes, the puck, it was pushed into the zone, I think. The head of the puck, slightly.
I love that call, Hamish. He tripped over that goal line. That it sometimes sneaks up on you. You just got to be paying attention, make sure those blades are nice and sharp.
Yeah.
Or if you're tripping over your own feet, you know, you got two left feet out there and not really communicating the brain messages.
Looks
to
like he
where
might
you
have
want
even
to
had a
do.
toe pick on his skates there, potentially.
Hey. I got trained by a figure skater and learned how to skate.
Yeah, same. I
Believe it or not.
learned my skating on figure skates.
Figure skates are tough people, man. They
Yeah.
don't have any padding when they fall.
No.
Well, just their
No, that's right.
body and skin, I guess. They're tough.
Brutal, isn't it? Kozak, backhander. Now swings around for the forehand. And it goes wide. And the Red Devils just controlling it in the corner. And Perver comes in to help out and clears it up to centre, but it misses his man. That will be down. No touch up the same, so no icing. As Orr jumps on ice, keeps it in the zone. Orr regains the puck in the centre and he gets it in on Grace Harrison. Orr showing plenty of grit out there, isn't he, tonight?
Yep, definitely grit is a good word to describe his game, but he's going to be a little bit upset with that play, not getting it through, but not really needing to be upset with their effort tonight, the Red Devils. They've got 22 shots on goal for 2 goals, whereas the Swarm have got 2 goals with 28 shots, so their shooting percentage a little bit less, but they have definitely, with the law of averages, more shots means potentially more goals.
That's right. Sure does. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take in.
Oh, that's one of my favorite players, if not my favorite, saying that.
Yep. You know what Gretzky saying? As Red Devils now look to clear that. Oh, bounces off the boards awkwardly there, but out in centre ice.
Oh, as
Oh.
a huge hit by Apps sent
Is that a bit
his
late?
man right into the penalty bench door, and that popped open.
Oh, no. I thought they might have been calling that a bit late, but no, they're just for the door.
Whitston Lee there was a bit of in an awkward position. He made that pass and then trying to turn to look. Whenever you look and admire your own pass, you're at very big risk of getting run over.
Yeah. Ooh, that was nice, wasn't it? Bang. Lights out. Anyway. Is that Orr taking the face off. He wins it back. And Dan Nichols couldn't quite connect back up the boards. He blocks a shot, comes up high here for Tappan to send back in. And Brown gets it up ice.
Oh, as there's a bit of
a
a confusing play as Tom stepped up to make a hit. And we
Yeah.
call that a can opener, folks, as what he did there was put the stick in between the legs and kind of spun the player around. And you're not opening a tin of spaghetti here. It's like that's a person.
Yeah.
So
He's not gonna
no,
open
you're
it.
not allowed to do that.
No, but he also, in that, his hand connected with the head of Orr, so he got the
Extra
roughing call.
momentum.
Well, you got a roughing call
Roughing
on
it.
that
So
one.
you could call a couple of things there, couldn't
Yeah.
you? So I guess the referee's got a few options.
Is Can
just
opening a penalty term now, is it?
Oh, yeah, that's just the nickname, I guess, that we some crazy Canucks call it.
You could chuck it
Or
in there.
Kaniwi, I should say. I'm
Can you, yeah.
kind of a blend.
Yeah. So Red Devils the power play again. Dallymore skates it in. Holds up there and come up high. Gets across for Graham. Just bobbles on his stick. Gets it back to his man on the point. And Dallymore's cross-ice pass was intercepted. And now Johnson will come back the other way. Johnson can't get around Tappan. He sends them deep, and Ollie Hayes there to collect. So they're doing a good job of just maintaining puck possession here on the PK, the Swarm. And as I say that gets taken off them. Graham with the puck. He floats one up. And now it comes up to Orr. Orr just leaves it off for Graham and it's taken away from them now. Polozov back the other way. Orr chase him. Oh, no, he's getting called for a penalty there. It's probably a bit harsh, wouldn't you say, Ian? Like it just kind of...
Yes and no. I can see like he's contesting for the puck on the back check, trying to lift the stick of Polozov. But what he did was he did a bit of water skiing, Hamish. So in that term, he's kind of holding on with his stick, with the other player guiding him when he's just holding on the stick.
Yeah,
and then when you do that for one Mississippi, two Mississippi, then seconds, you're going to get called.
Right.
You can't keep water skiing. It's not a free sport.
Was he going for the one ski chance or the two ski, do you think?
He got the stick out of the hands too, so
Yeah.
eyes of the referee.
Anyway, we got 4-on-4 now, so going to be plenty of open ice. Up to Thule, he winds up, comes straight in the breadbasket of Brown as he skates up now. He's got Eden. Can he find him? Yes, he does.
Great one-time shot, but Gray slides across with a pad save.
Yeah. Back the other way now with Thule. Thule looks back into the corner. He finds his man, and the puck comes back up for Andy Hay. Poked away from Andy Hay, though, by Chris Eden. Eden now, he has his man with him. Finds him, and it just bobbles off the stick of Bradley Apps, so he couldn't get the shot off he wanted. And Grace will cover that up, so we've got 11 seconds left here, 4-on-4, before the Swarm get another power play chance.
As at the moment it is 4 skaters on 4 with 42.6 seconds remaining in the second period. So after that 11 seconds expires, the Swarm will go on to a man advantage.
So Sandoy. Keeping it down there for
There
Ollie
we are.
Hay.
As Tappan steps back out onto the ice.
5-on-4 now to the Swarm. Good play there from the Devils player. Just knocks it away from Ollie Hay and sends it back out. Kozak bringing it back into the zone. Goes around behind the net. Looking for options. He finds Ollie Hay up high. Ollie Hay's shot. Thought it might have been blocked at the point there, but it wasn't. But it goes high. And that'll do us for the second period. 2-2 game now. Again, 2 goals, 1 goal apiece for each team in this period, and we've got 41 seconds left on the power play for the Swarm when we come back in the third. Thoughts on that period, Ian?
Well, I think it was a much better period in terms of overall intensity from both teams. It was a bit sleepy of a start, to be fair. Both teams taking a little while to wake up to their game plan, but second period in that middle frame, that especially, there was a 5-6 minute period where both teams really trying to exert themselves with lots of constant pressure. There's a lot of back and forth as well. Teams really pushing the envelope to try and get a goal. Yeah. And we did see a goal there, so a couple of goals actually. So it was now 2-2.
Kind of had a bit of an upper hand there for a bit, didn't they? Around the time they got that goal, and the Swan was struggling to kind of get the puck out of their zone for a while.
Yeah, momentum did swing there that way.
But Swan found their way back to get a bit more action, as we got another $100 chance here.
Somebody shooting from...
We've got 2 shooters, have we?
Auckland, wearing some shorts. That's a brave person. And someone from Japan visiting this great nation here that we have. Going to be out there shooting. Let's see if they shoot for $100. I know down in Dunedin they did the chair racing. The lounge lazy boys. I seen that. I thought that was
lazy
great.
boys.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, just wide to the left. Oh, great form. Oh, just wide. You always want to see people win.
Yeah.
In these competitions, score themselves an extra little bit of grocery money.
This is going to go left, I think, by the way he's set up.
Oh, and he's going down the middle. Oh, it stopped just short of the
leaves it in
one
the
of
mouth.
3. Wow.
Can they get in any hole, or this would be the middle one? Oh, the middle one should shoot to win, so maybe it's just...
It's in! Oh, that is in! We have another winner here on Botany.
There you go.
Fantastic. Yes, it's any hole to win.
Yeah.
Got to be pleased with that.
They're almost dishing out 200 there to the guy.
Well, hopefully they can cover it.
Didn't they?
So there you go, team. Anybody that is watching out there, you can come to The Hive down in Paradise Botany. Watching a game, you can shoot yourself. Well, not shoot yourself. You shoot a puck, I mean. Goodness.
Chance to go home with some cash.
Yeah, extra grocery money, whatever you need it for, some petrol in your car.
There we go. Right, well, we'll take a short break here, and we'll rejoin you all for third period action in about 12 minutes' time.
Stay tuned.
Thanks. Welcome back, folks, to the third period action here of the Canterbury Red Devils and Botany Swarm. Game's all tied up here at the moment, 2 apiece. And Swarm about to start the third period with the 40-second power play.
All locked up at 2, so we're going to see who emerges victorious here for this third period.
Yeah, it's been
Maybe
a nice, close game so far. And Swarm getting zone early. Centering past to Mawson, but he's tied up with Nichols. Leaves it for Polozov. Polozov circles up high. He gets into the slot. Shot and scores!
With a wrist shot.
Polozov kind of slung himself around that top of that circle and just wristed her over the blocker of Carey. And that's the way you start the period on the power play.
Yeah. It's kind of not the start you want for Canterbury, but they were on the penalty kill. And Swarm taking the lead here with a power play goal. Making it look pretty easy. Polozov had it there, kind of like a ricochet pass off Vortinov's skate. I don't know if that was deliberate or not by the way he just kind of left it there for him. Yeah. Polozov picks up that puck and then comes around the front, shoots off the side of the net, off the side of the post and in. So Swarm have a third period lead.
He sort of found himself right in the slot there with no one around as well, didn't he?
Left-hand shot in the high slot, hard to stop.
Andy Hayner gets it down low, but well handled by the Red Devils as they turn back the other way. Jonsson takes it off. The D-man can't pull the trigger, and Red Devils clear the zone. Bradley Apps chasing Andy Hayner as he fires that one around to Jonsson. Jonsson carrying out the zone, just dumps it in over the red. As that one bounces. Oh, Red Devils confusion there between Red Devils players, and it's just left for Hopkinson. And now the puck goes back for Thula to collect. Thula up center ice. Chipped in by the Swarm, but Red Devils players there is now Eden. He's got a bit of a chance. Will he centre or shoot? Takes the shot low on Harrison.
Gets an extra little whack in there too, but does not get any retaliation from the Swarm.
No.
Left alone.
Usual, isn't it?
A little bit liberal, but hey, that's how it goes sometimes. He creates his own opportunities. Great stick handling and beating 2 men.
Yeah,
getting that shot off.
Held on to that, I think, and it looked like it might have just coming off the end of his stick, so he can get a great shot off. And Downingmore, or Perver, sorry, comes away with it in the corner. But it just goes across the other side of the ice, and now the Swarm will bring it out. Comes off the stick of Vortinov as he chases into the corner and regains the puck. He gets up high to Ollie Hay. Back for Vortinov, he goes cross ice to Sandoy. Sandoy with a shot, saved into the corner. Perver now chips around behind the net. Red Devils defenseman just kind of losing control slightly, but finally pops out to centre ice for Perver up to Dallymore. Dallymore looking, pass was just behind. Sorry, I can't see.
Dodwell, I think.
Sorry?
I think it was Dodwell, number 85.
Dogwell.
Is it Dogwell? Dodwell.
Dodwell,
Dodwell, yeah, right.
Sandoy gets the pass back. Very relaxed back here, the 2 D-man, and sure enough, the Red Devils turn it over, but Sandoy gets it back again, and this time gets out of the zone.
Yeah, in a 1-goal game, Hamish, you can't afford to be relaxed too much. You got to be on your job.
No.
Every person in their role knowing what they're doing. Any lax of concentration is going to be an opportunity for the other team. Yeah,
and seen it a bit seen it on both sides so far in this period. There's a bit of miscommunication between D partners.
So as Commons goes down for an early bath, he just kind of lays there for a little while on newly groomed ice.
Just cooling off.
Decides, okay, I'll stay here for a minute. The whistle's gone.
Eddie Commons, former Red Devil himself.
You can see the red and black on his gloves. Possibly purchased while he was a Red Devil. Not sure if that's the same for you. I know you still sport those red pants.
Yeah. Bit of time those.
Infamous.
We've got to change up. About 10 years old now. As Red Devils have it in the corner. And battle hard now. Mawson chasing it behind the net. Collects it there. He steps out. Centres it. It's loose in front. Can Polozov. Oh, no, he doesn't.
Great save to slide across. Covering that post to post was Carey.
He had a chance there, Polozov, but he just had the back side of the net, didn't he?
Mawson showing some good strength with that down low forecheck set up really well behind the net. Looking to do a bit of a wraparound, catching Carey on the opposite side of the net. Did so, but the defenseman read it well and got the stick in the way. Didn't get a clean shot, but the puck was there for Polozov.
Yeah, it was loose in front there for a while. And Andy Hay now with the wrister in, easily handled by Carey. Polozov regains it in the corner. He's trying to wrap around this time. Still loose in front again, and Carey finds it this time. Well,
Mawson gets put down on his backside.
referee's barking instructions at someone. Is he not letting the Red Devils? I don't know. He's not letting the Red
Something
Devils
with
change
a
or
change.
something.
I can tell the referee's hand comes down, then they're eligible to make a change. But if there's some kind of altercation that's on the ice, players cannot come on the ice surface while that's happening, because then they could get charged with a too many men on the ice infraction or a third man in, even just by stepping on the ice. It's
Right.
quite literal rule enforcement. Sometimes there's a bit of give and a bit of leeway.
Yeah.
But in that particular situation, the referee was quite clear saying, no, you got to wait for this to finish.
Oh, so he's
Before
waiting
make
for
a
the
change.
ruckus to kind of finish in front there, was he?
Yeah, let the linesman do the work.
Oh, tip. Almost tipped that one in from the shot. Now Eden clears the zone up to Apps. Apps gets around his man, almost sends it up high for Tappan. Tappan puts it into the corner. And Kozak just, he doesn't quite bring it out. They get it back down now. Eden can't find Apps on the other side. It was well played there by Simon, I believe this is.
The young defenseman with a good play.
Yeah, great play by him on Eden there, and a goal-scoring chance as Eden can't control that either, and that would have been another good 2-on-1 chance for the Red Devils. I think Chris could have just pulled the trigger there, couldn't he, rather than looking for that pass to...
Oh, as Johnson
Bradley
looks to
Apps.
shoot, but that's blocked. Both teams trying hard here. Ollie Hay with it. Gains the line, gives it to Sandoy. Back and forth action here, just 5 minutes into this third period.
Dallymore gets it. Will he take the shot or wait? He holds off. Sends in the middle, but Purver wasn't quite able to connect. Now Purver has it in the corner. He's got two men on him. Turns away from them. Still has the puck. Doing a good job down low. Up high now. Winds up. Shot into the glove of Grace Harrison.
Good attacking shot there by Reese as he had good movement there by the Red Devils in the Botany Swarm zone. And took a nice hard slap shot, looking for that glove to open up a little bit, because it was just under the level of the glove and above that pad. But Grace could see the shot all the way, making a nice, almost routine glove save. But
a tricky one of that still.
certainly the Red Devils will be looking to get a lot more shots onto Grace Harrison, the Swarm netminder, because they've got 26 so far.
Bit of traffic in front of the net too would help. Yeah, 37 now though for the Swarm.
That's quite a lot of shots. So
gone up so far in this. It's only 5 minutes into the period and that's almost 10 shots. And the Swarm firing around the boards. And well handled there as they come out of the zone. Down to Wartenov across ice, but it was just off the stick a little bit, so he didn't make great connection with it.
Good passing there by the Swarm with a bit of a tic-tac-toe with all three forwards connecting with it. Just couldn't get that shot through.
Wartenov now sends it up ice. Oh, player just loses control at mid-ice, and the Red Devils bring it back the other way. Shot easily looked after by Harrison.
Yeah, game of inches, Hamish. That's a critical error there by Hill. If he has control of that puck and makes that pass, they go in on an odd man rush. However, it turned into an odd man rush going the other way. losing that puck in neutral ice.
Yeah.
2-on-1, and the Red Devils get a good shot on and an offensive zone faceoff.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of good, interesting plays there. So back the other way now, though, with the Red Devils collecting down low. Oh, interesting pass back to Nichols by Brown, but they come out of the zone eventually, the Red Devils. There's Polozov. He's going to put the wheels on now. Throws it up for Puckett. And Puckett's is taken off the puck by Nichols down low as Saisho sends that across ice.
Good period of play here without a whistle, as it's just been quite open-ended action. We will give you an update of the West Auckland Admirals Phoenix Thunder game when we are able to.
Yeah, we saw just as we came on air there, it was 3-2, wasn't it, to the Admirals started the second period.
That is correct. And look, we'll just double check with our stats team here. It looks like it is still currently 3 to the West Auckland Admirals over the Phoenix Thunder down in Dunedin. That is not the case. It is now 4-2 with Max Vesper getting a power play goal, taking their lead to 4-2. So Admirals looking to get bag all the points they can, 6 of them, putting them up on that points table and making these points extra valuable here in Botany in Auckland.
Andy Hay had the shot on, and Hopkinson with it. Finds Johnson down low. He still has it behind the net.
So the referee is indicating again to both benches. It looks like this time the net has come off of its pegs, which is kind of a frequent thing that happens here at this rink. A bit unfortunate. They still use the old metal pegs instead of the like in the NHL they use kind of it's like a really thick plastic tubing.
Oh, it goes down into the ice.
That goes into the ice and into the actual metal of the goal.
Yeah, budget's a bit low here in Auckland, in New Zealand, aren't they, for ice hockey equipment?
We've got what we got. We can't be upset with what we've got.
No.
As we're just lucky to be having ice hockey down here in this country, to be honest, anyway.
That's right. Or doesn't connect with apps, so Kozak with it back on the other side. Still has it. Sends it up for Hopkinson. He took a sharp shot on and handled, so Eden now with it gets it back to Tappan. Tappan. Cross-ice pass to Low chips it in. Oh, and he's just kind of knocked off.
Upended, but no call.
Kozak, no.
Bit of an interference.
It was more of a collision.
Yeah, accidental.
Yeah. Up to Vortenov, hands the puck off his skates and waits for someone to join him. It's finally Simon does. Simon with a high shot straight over the glass. Needs to check that curve there. That might be one of those old Gretzky ones that are pretty high.
Gretzky never really used a massive hook. That would be all marketing.
Yeah.
It'd be like the Joe Sakic curve.
The Gretzky curve, that was like almost a 45-degree angle. One
oh, maybe that's from the old Hespler company. They did that for the marketing purposes.
Yeah.
I would follow Gretzky pretty closely. I've used a few of his sticks over the years, especially old Hespler Titan.
Yeah,
you're lucky to have one of those.
Wasn't he?
Or the Eastern Aluminiums.
Oh, yeah, those bloody the steel tubes, the original ones, weren't they? They were heavy.
They were really bright silver, some of them.
The chrome one, yeah.
I had a black one. I couldn't afford the bright silver. For some reason, the silver ones were more expensive.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it takes a lot to polish up that aluminium, you know. Blind the defenseman with that thing.
Well, 3-2 here. Hamish, we got Botany. Oh, as we got a
cross-ice pass to Dallymore.
It was Dallymore. Couldn't convert it.
Doesn't connect enough. Goes back up high now. Shot is deflected in front.
Almost over the line. No, it does not cross.
Bit of a whacking at the puck. And he
just sitting there on that blue crease area. Blue paint.
That was so close to going in. And now Perva's run into on the boards. Comes back up to the point of the Red Devils, though. Rees shoots low.
And handled by
Grace
Grace
makes
Harrison.
a good save, as you can just feel that intensity really lifting
Yeah.
in that last sequence. Red Devils pressing very hard. That puck, great shot on net. Literally sitting in front of Grace Harrison. She's down.
Yeah.
Defenseman's tying up a man. That puck was dived for. Doesn't quite cross over the line. Referee in
Sitting
great
right
spot
on the
says
goal
no
line
goal.
there, wasn't it? If Anton had managed to just get a little bit of wood on that, then it would have probably gone in. Polozov now streaking into the zone. He loses the puck. But eventually he gets it back and gets a nice pass to Mawson, who well stopped there by Carey.
Timely stop by Carey as Mawson had a one-on-none. Couldn't beat Carey.
Olihey stepping across, looking for some traffic. He finds plenty, but Carey does find the puck. And Nichols just chips it out of the zone into the neutral zone there, collected by Olihey. Olihey puts it around Nichols, but he uses his long reach to tip it away. It does now clear the zone for the Red Devils as Graham trying to get around his man. Floats it up, and here's Brown. He tried the one-timer, but he fanned on it. Probably could have just stopped it and had a better chance at a wrister. As Sandoy back the other way, 3-on-2 now. Leaves it off, gets it back. Sandoy backhander.
Oh, he could have shot that. He passed it to Jonsson, who
Yeah.
looked like he had an open net but couldn't put it in.
Yeah, he should have taken the shot there. As Low, I think, is it? Sends it up for
One-on-one here.
Graham.
Possible 2-on-1 if he passes. He
Graham to-
does.
Shot
shot
goes wide.
goes up and misses the goal entirely.
Glove down, and that's going to be hand pass if they touch. They don't. The Swarm do, so it comes back to Sandoy.
Dangerously
Sandoy.
stick handling in front of his own
Yeah,
goal.
And he just threw it back almost at the net. Apps taking it back into his own zone. Just trying to get some free space. He can't connect with Low. And now it's picked off by the Swarm in mid-ice. It's Vortinov. Loses it on the boards. Tapping, and Eden can't poke it past the D-man, but the Swarm now come away from the boards with it. Can't find Andy Hay. He was screaming for it.
He's still open on that far side. Swarm still have control of it, though.
Andy Hay will go down low now to collect this puck. Sends it for Vortinov. Vortinov, no look pass out in the middle, almost finds someone. Now the Red Devils would look to get it out of the zone finally, and they do. Comes as far as Andy Hay. And his pass intercepted by Eden. Good forecheck by Chris Eden. He's trying to wrap around, and it's under the legs of Harrison.
Some really questionable decision making there with how and when you pass the puck.
Yeah.
I know it's a tough game out there, but often a safe play is a good play to make when you have the numbers. It was a one Red Devil player against the two Swarm defenders, and he just positioned himself in a spot where he could intercept the pass if there was a pass made across, and
right.
he did elect to make one, and it almost was very costly.
Yeah, that's why I always favour the you turn back up ice and up the boards play myself.
Well, there you go. The good thing is they have video evidence, and they can look back and say, hey, what did you play? What did you do there?
Yeah, Andy came off, wasn't happy about it himself, so
He knew.
he knew what he did wrong. Anyway, back to it. Simon connects, but just rolls off the stick of
Canterbury 3-on-1
there's
here.
Perva now. Can't find Dallimore on the far side, so Mawson will bring it back up ice. Mawson through the legs, and he still has it now behind the net. Just loses control of it, but he gets the puck back with that long reach of his. Puckett. Can he do anything with it? Still had the puck. And Kozak finally tees it up. Puckett shoots and he scores. There's a bit of mishmashing around with the puck there in the middle, and then Kozak finally got it to the net. And that big juicy rebound comes out onto the stick of Puckett, who hammered it home.
Botany rewarded there for the hard work with Mawson, Puckett, and Kozak, that forward line for the Swarm, with Mawson carrying it up and over the line and doing really well to gain it back, because he did have it, lost it, got it over to Puckett. Puckett elected to pass it up into the high slot to Kozak, who was quite far away from the net, did a hard slap shot. The rebound was there, and then that's in the back of the net, so a two-goal
lead now for the Swarm. It looks like the Thunder are coming back down there too. It's 4-3 now to the Admirals.
So we'll keep you updated with that scoreline.
Kozak keeps it in the blue line, and they score!
And they score again with a lovely shot pass by Kozak to Janssen, who taps it in 5-hole as the Swarm quickly score again.
Red Devils not able to clear the zone. Kozak doing a good job just to keep it inside the blue. And heads up play to find Janssen right in front. Through the 5-hole of carry. So just like that, we have a 3-goal lead for the Swarm.
There you go, people. Don't go away. Like, that's why you watch this game. It can change in an instant. It's beautiful. It's unbelievable to watch. It is the fastest game in the world. And the Swarm
definitely have
again.
had the upper hand in most of this period, haven't they? They've been down in the Red Devils zone a lot. Plenty of shots on in this period from them.
So the Red Devils respond with their top line. Joseph Orr, Bradley Apps, and Chris Eden.
Hopkinson chips out around the boards. It's not going to go out. Those tap and stops it on the blue. Andy Hay tries the other way, but Lowe is there to meet that one. I find out Kozak will just skate it out of the zone. He leaves it for Janssen. Janssen with some moves. Looking to find Kozak again, but picked off by the Red Devils as they float it out of the zone. And Tom Tappan down the other end. Now the Swarm have a bit of an odd man rush, 3-on-2, but Bortonov just rolled off his stick. There's Lowe now bumping into his man. Tapping for the Red Devils just got it out, but it was kept in the blue by the Swarm. Lowe up for Eden. Eden will take it for a skate. He's got 2 men on him. They're trying to shut him down, not giving him any chances. And they do. Now Swarm got the young ones out here, giving them a bit more of a skate. Now they've got a bit of a lead. As they pick it up in the corner, gets it up high. Shot in, deflected again. Bortonov trying a quick turnaround shot, but it deflects wide. Bortonov again now, the shot off the stick and into the netting over the glass.
So 5 minutes, 11 seconds in this third period up here at Botany, Avondale, the Hive. Swarm have 5 goals at the moment to the Red Devils 2, so a 3-goal lead. And period 2 has just ended down in Dunedin. West Auckland's got 4 and the Phoenix Thunder have 3, so another close game. Down in Waipunamu, the main island, the South Island.
So you wonder if the Red Devils will call a timeout here soon just to kind of regroup a little bit maybe. I thought they might have already done that, to be honest, but
Well, just maybe the referees having a bit of a timeout themselves to just confirm what's been going on, what's happened. So they're making a small change here with the linesman.
Is there a penalty or something? It was captains. I don't know what they're chatting about.
So the referees definitely are keen to have a chat with the captains. Maybe something has come up in the game that needs to be addressed.
I haven't really seen anything myself, so I don't know what it could possibly be, but you never know.
Maybe just giving some last-minute instructions. Like, he just doesn't really need to explain himself, the referee, at this point in time, unless something has occurred that we had not seen.
Seems to be talking to Perva quite a bit about something. It's directed more so the Red Devils, it appears.
And the Red Devils penalty box is open, so that may indicate that the Red Devils will be going on the penalty kill here.
Yeah. Something must have happened behind the play, maybe. Checking from behind.
So it sounds like a checking from the behind. Oh, so there was a hit that was from the back and on Robin Vortenov, number 8 of the Swarm.
And Bradley
possibly
Apps
by
going.
number 21, Bradley Apps. So
is this going to be a 2 and a 10? Or just 2?
Well, we'll have to wait for the official decision here, but
maybe
it
that
says 2
must
minutes
have
up
been
on the clock.
brought up by the linesman, maybe then. That's why all the chat.
I mean, we have the advantage of, well, not really the advantage, I'd say, of instant replay. But maybe the viewers at home, you can definitely have a look at it. We've definitely missed that. There was a hit. We didn't see if it was from behind.
Yeah, it doesn't
or
seem
if there was any
malicious.
malintent.
Maybe it's just a 2. Can you get 2 minutes now for checking from behind? Or?
At 2 and possibly 10, but he's only got a 2-minute penalty. That's probably, they might have called it boarding.
Anyway, the Swarm scored on their last power play, so could be dangerous here for the Red Devils. There's Ollie Hay. Connects with Vortenov. Back up high to Ollie Hay. Goes back down to Vortenov. Vortenov finds Polozov. And he leaves it behind for him. He wasn't really expecting it. And Mawson will tidy that up. Mawson up to Ollie Hay. Comes back from Mawson. He'll probably shoot from here. He does, and it goes wide. And the Red Devils clear the zone.
4 minutes 15 in the game. A 1 minute 3 seconds in this Swarm power play.
As both teams go for a change-up. So, Thula gets up for Hopkinson. He gets around Brown, but doesn't centre it, and then he does, but Kozak, and that just came, the net just popped off its moorings. I think the goalie might have put that off. Unintentional, of course.
So that will result in a stop. The faceoff will be in the Red Devils zone with 3:54 still to play in this third period. Swarm are up on the power play with 44 seconds still in that man advantage. So they'll have 5 players on and the Red Devils will have 4.
So Red Devils really need to make something happen here on a penalty kill to have a chance of trying to get back at least tied with the Swarm, don't they? Time's running out for them.
But as you have seen in this period, the Swarm did strike quite quickly with those 2 goals in rapid succession. So,
Andy Hay almost loses his footing, but he finds Kozak on the other side of the ice. Kozak around his man, he drives to the net.
Crashes right into Carey.
Pops up and over. Referee has blown his whistle. He says that's going to go down the other end for a face-off, I think. Did he?
The net's come off its moorings, the pegs again. Possibly a penalty to the Swarm for Kozak.
I think he's just saying.
Oh, no, he's not. He's
face
just
off
outside
because the Swarm caused the net to come off. I think Kozak had pulled up enough. It wasn't going to be a knocking the goaltender over and penalty offence. As Nichols dumps it out of the zone and all the way down into the corner.
Won't be an icing because it's still 16 seconds in that penalty.
Yeah. So Sandoy chips up for Mawson. He does regain control and gets around his man. He's going to cut right back out in front. Mawson
he elected to take it himself. He had a man open in the high slot.
He had Polozov coming in. That would have been
Couple of
the better option,
decisions
I
that
think,
have
there.
been made by the Swarm that got a little bit like, oh, I got this, I'm going to take it now that they have a bit of a lead. But that's that team play that needs to be emerging if they really want to put their stamp on the game to put, I guess, like what would be a final nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
To eliminate any chance of the Red Devils coming back.
Yeah, you get a bit of a lead. The players tend to get a little bit selfish, don't they, when they get a small sniff at an opportunity. So Bradley Apps is out of the box, so there was just a 2-minute for him, and we're back to even strength now. Blocked in front there by Mawson as the Red Devils take it out of the zone. Ollie Hay sends it back in. It comes back to Lowe now. Lowe fires it up nice, and it's tipped on by Graham. Sandoy's got some pressure on him. Chips up the boards, and that comes out of the zone. Tap in now. Sends it back down for Saisho. Saisho looking for the shot, but he decides not to. Leaves it back for his teammate who shoots the puck wide. Back on the hash marks with Graham. Graham looks to find this picked off by the Swarm. Polozov knocked away from him. The Saisho just deflects it into the zone and they'll go for a change. Sandoy back to pick it up. Looking for options. His pass was intercepted.
Last 2 minutes of the game. Dalmatas toe drag.
Oh, tried to kick it on there, but tripped over the puck. Now Rees looks back to center ice. He finds his man who dangles around.
Scores.
And
Great move to show control of that puck there.
I
I
didn't
think
think,
that's Dallimore.
thought he had lost it. It was number 74, sorry, Harry Lowe.
That's a Harry Lowe.
I thought he lost control of that, but he lost control of enough. Grace Harrison didn't know where it was going, and it went in the back of the net. So it's just what the Red Devils needed. They still are 2 goals behind, but a minute 44 left. Keep an eye on the goaltender. Might get pulled here at some stage once they get down the other end. Eden now with it. He's looking hungry. Cycles back, throws it across ice. And Orr now with the puck. He gets around one man, sends it in the middle. Can't connect, so Graham. Looks like they got a very offensive lineup here. They got Graham, Apps, Orr, Eden, and
Yeah, I mean,
Rees.
the Swarm have a mismatch. Well, they got Witston, Lee with Webb and Hill.
Apps
Possibly
knocks
looking
the
to
man
make
down
a change now.
as
Webb goes in and says, don't do that to my player. And they both come together and looks like they will serve offsetting penalties.
they go, are they?
They're just going to send them to the sin bin. Possibly
Oh,
to
they
the
are
locker
both
room because Apps did knock down the Swarm player as the Swarm player went to the net. And it looks like they'll both be heading to the locker rooms because there's less than 2 minutes to play in the game. And cooler heads should prevail here, so they'll have an early shower.
Yeah, well, there's plenty of chat between them going to the penalty box. So it's 4-on-4 as well, I saw the referee indicate. Minute 13. Oh, now he's changed his mind. 5-on-5.
He just
So-
likes putting his hand up, really.
Yeah.
It's just, maybe it's a good song. He's happy.
Nice hands.
Hands up for Detroit. Find out where he's from.
It's a hand model, maybe. Yeah.
Sometimes it is all about the referees. It hasn't been, really, in this game. I must say the refereeing has been, like as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, that it's been quite consistent. And
Yeah, I
a
mean-
fairly good decision to send both those guys off. And there's no point sitting in the box when there's a minute 13 left.
Yeah.
If they're getting minor penalties. Prevent any future mayhem.
Yeah, it's always a good game when you don't notice the referees, isn't it? So Eden brings into the zone now. Leaves it for Graham. Red Devils still not pulling the goalie, which I'm surprised by. Oh, no, they are now. Eden, no, the goaltender's making a skate back as Kozak's coming down the ice. And he's out of position.
And he
Kozak,
does a great deke
Yeah.
and scores. Goaltender Kerr was trying to go back to his net. Polozov did well to fend off the defender and then also make a nice move, depositing the puck safely and easily into the back of the net. Swarm 6 to the
6-3.
Devils 3.
And that will sew up the game for the Swarm there. Still 47 seconds left though, but Red Devils not happy about that. Chris Eden's already making his way to the changing room. So face off won by the Red Devils, but the Swarm get possession back and send it in deep. Deflected off Carey's stick and into the netting.
So we have 40 seconds left in this game. Period 3 down in Dunedin has just ticked off, or kicked off, I should say. Still a 4-3 scoreline with the Admirals ahead by the hosts, Phoenix Thunder.
Face off won by the Swarm. And now the Red Devils bringing it out of the zone. Liam Dallymore with it. Still has the puck. He sends it across.
What a save by Grace.
Oh.
Extending the right leg across, like doing almost a full split to deny that almost sure goal.
Yeah, I think that was...
sharp when she needs to be. Well done, Grace.
Yeah. I mean, Dallymore didn't look like he was going to get there, but he did. And I think that was... I'm just trying to figure out who that was. That Nikki Dodwell, maybe. Yeah, it was. He just couldn't get it over her leg and into the back of the net. So
that's
Swarm
not
sent
an
that all the way
icing.
down. No icing, no. 18 seconds left. Dan Nichols fires it up and it goes over the boards.
And
that's
for a penalty, that's a delay of game.
delay of game.
Really unfortunate penalty. With 12 seconds left.
It's a bit
It's
hard.
almost like
Short boards over there, like that's pretty harsh. But I guess you got to play to the conditions.
Yeah,
Don't you? Play to the rink.
it is what it is.
It's not going to affect the outcome of the game though. So it's only 12 seconds left now.
I'm sure the Red Devils will want it to be finished as soon as possible so they can regroup and get ready for the next game tomorrow.
Yeah, 2 periods of hockey they played fairly well, the Red Devils. It's just this third period really hasn't been their period, unfortunately. And that'll do it, folks. Bit of a shove at the end there. It's causing some tension as the Red Devils are just trying to stir a bit up, get a bit of frustration out. But anyway, doesn't change the outcome. 6 goals to 3 for the Botany Swarm. Breaks their
A
should turn around
slump, I
from last
guess. A
week.
bit of a slump that they've been in.
a bit of a slump. Breaks the win streak for the Red Devils. And good third period performance there by the Swarm. Red Devils a bit to think about overnight to see what they can change for tomorrow.
So, thank you very much for tuning into our broadcast. This is 51 shots by the Swarm. That's a bit of a surprise. They got a lot of shots on goal, resulting in those 6
Almost
goals
doubled
scored.
their shot count just in that third period alone. And that
That's true.
result speaks for itself there, doesn't it?
So, on behalf of Hamish Lewis, I'm Ian Wanamaker. Thank you very much for joining us on this live stream YouTube NZIHL broadcast.
Yeah, thanks, folks. And don't forget to come back here tomorrow, same time, same place for the second game of the weekend between the Swarm and the Red Devils.
Yeah, you'll be having the wonderful and talented Mr. Dr. Joel Rindelab and Bryce Rouse commentators.
Joel, I thought we were taking time out of his celebrity schedule to commentate, eh?
There you go.
Okay.
So he'll don, hopefully he's still sporting his dirty upper lip sweater with that mustache that's pretty infamous on the rap video circuit in New Zealand.
Yeah. So enjoy the rest of your night, folks.
And thank you
We'll
for
see you
tuning in.
tomorrow.
Gaki.